Atletico 1, Arsenal 1. The match itself was better than I expected, but unfortunately, VAR and the refs had to put a stamp on this match and ruin a simple decision. Wow, Waka, welcome back to the channel to another match reaction and a 1-1 draw initially away in the Champions League semifinal is a decent result, but the way this happened is just so annoying. First of all, the way we messed around and got the pressure put on us by Atletico, which led to the corner, which led to a handball and the penalty for the equalizer for Atletico. It was just so annoying, man. Gabriel misses the ball. That's just defending that's just really sloppy. They get the corner, a volley that's going way off target, bounces on the ground. Ben White, his arm technically is in a natural position the way he tries to close it down. He tries to put his arm back to his body. It hits the ball. It's a handball, and in the Champions League, it's always a penalty, but just a really unfortunate handball for White. But the whole sequence leading up to it was just really annoying, really sloppy, no concentration. But the worst thing of this match is just Ezda gets fouled by Hansko. It's a clear and obvious foul. The ref blows his whistle for a penalty, and VAR feels like they need to intervene and pull it back for just a drop ball for Atletico Madrid. The worst thing is Arsenal was in possession of the ball when the ref blew his whistle for a penalty, so we get fucked over twice. We would have been able to continue our attack, or we should have had the penalty. But the only decision that would go Atletico's way was the decision they went with. I don't know how this ref could watch this thing like 20 times and still feel like Hansko didn't hit Eze there. But it's unbelievable, man. And being from the Netherlands, I know that this idiot is a horrible referee, man. And it's just really typical, man. Every fan in the Netherlands can tell you that Makkeli is a fucking idiot, a hondelil is he. And this motherfucker fucks us over here, man. I'm so fucking livid with this guy. I don't care if PAR tells you no, it's nothing. You are the ref. Watch the footage and just come to your own conclusion, man. It's just such BS. And in general, man, Arsenal played okay. They were mostly on top of the match, but it's just not enough. The way we were attacking, it wasn't great enough. The final pass wasn't good enough, like most of the time. And then after that, after Atletico scored, we were under pressure, man. The heads were dropping. They were running all over us. Hit the crossbar, hit the post, whatever. Lookman should have scored like 2 or 3 times. But yeah, us ourselves, we weren't great enough, man. I mean, I think in the second half, the best chance was maybe Mosquera shooting on target, but that's just not good enough. The way we were attacking, the way we had enough space to do stuff. We didn't really cross the ball right. We were slow in possession, like always, because there were moments where we could break on them, but there were no runs from players, or Odegaard was dribbling too long instead of just letting the ball do the work. And it's just annoying, man. At the end, you should be happy with a 1-1, but the way this 1-1 happened is just not good enough, man. We should have been going back to the Emirates with a better result because Atletico was there for the taking. We were the better team for most of this match, but it's just the typical Arsenal thing where we weren't dangerous enough. Oh, Block wasn't trying to make save after save. We didn't hit the woodwork or make them foul us even more or whatever. No, it was just kind of easy for Atletico to just let us pass it around and not really do anything. Just so typical, man. And it's just really annoying because Martinelli couldn't really do anything when it comes to him dribbling, but also there were no real passes for him in behind. Same goes for Gyökeres. He had some moments where he was holding up the ball, trying to pass it off to someone else, but for him to get real chances, there wasn't really an opportunity. The only one was when he got fouled by Hansko for the penalty. If the foul doesn't happen, he would be in on goal. He really hits his penalty with so much power. No chance for Oblak. And it's just amazing, man. But yeah, other than that, we didn't really help him out here. He tried, but there were a couple of runs he made. I mean, speaking of Gyökeres and his runs, he had an amazing run in the first half. The way people were hounding him after the Newcastle moment, he showed everybody that he could do better, and he did. He outmuscled Llorente, he ran right past him, and he gave the ball to Captain Odegaard. And what did Captain Odegaard do? He fucked it up because he doesn't know what his right foot is. He had to go to his left, and then the shot was blocked because he wasn't quick enough. He wasn't creative enough with it. I mean, we saw Luis Diaz get the ball out of the air, make a shimmy. Marquinhos was off balance, and then he shot. What does Odegaard do? Puts the ball to his left, shoots, gets blocked, and there goes the chance. Instead of it being Odegaard facilitating for Gyökeres, it was Gyökeres busting a gut and facilitating for Odegaard. And as a thanks for doing all that work, Odegaard just fucks it up. Great job, man. That was probably one of our best attacks. And we still didn't even score from it. Like I said, Gabriel misses a header. A whole lot of stuff happens with Lookman getting chances. There was a moment where Lookman had shot straight at Raya. The ball goes towards Subamendi and Griezmann. Subamendi half-asses it. The ball goes to Griezmann. He shoots again. It gets blocked by Gabriel. Corner, corner, corner. And then the volley from Llorente on the hand of White. Penalty. Julian Alvarez rifles it home. And I don't even know why, but when I saw the replay, I was even more livid because I don't know why Raya is hopping around on his line, and the moment that Alvarez is starting his run up, Raya is still hopping. I mean, he's in the air while Alvarez hits the ball, and he can't even react to it because he's in the air. You can't set yourself up for a save when you're in the air. And he just rifles it home. Raya is just standing there in the middle. Great job, man. I'm not saying that you need to stop this penalty because it's a penalty. The player should always score it. But you should at least give yourself a chance of getting to the penalty by being on the ground. The substitutes, oh man. Trossard comes on, almost immediately gives the ball away for them to score. Jesus comes on, he traps the ball like once or twice, tries to run the midfield, doesn't do anything. Eze comes on, loses a lot of the ball. He showed magic and then lost the ball. Does something great, loses the ball. Passes, loses the ball. Gets fouled, doesn't get a penalty. The subs weren't great. It didn't really change our luck because Saka even came on. The first 10, 15 minutes of him being on, he was slipping, losing the ball, couldn't get past this guy. The first good thing he did probably was the ball into Eze that should have been a penalty. After that, he had a couple of dribbles, but we just didn't play fast and secure enough to get into the box to create more chances. Mosquera came on for Ben White. Finally, we had a normal attack. Unfortunately, it's Mosquera at the end of it. He hits it right at Oblak, and that's probably the last chance we had in the match. Rice tried it from long distance, but wasn't even on target. And then at the end of the match, we get a we get a free kick with like 30 seconds to go. And what does this team do? They take the time for the free kick. And when Gabriel finally passes it to Eze, the ref blows his whistle because it's time. Why didn't he just put the ball down, play it to Nkapie, and then we started the last attack of the match instead of waiting and then playing it in when the clock has run out? It's just so annoying with these guys, man. This, I know it's the Champions League. I know it's difficult, but this is so annoying, man. We should have done so much better. In better news, the Arsenal women played Leicester. They started an hour earlier than the men, and they beat Leicester 7-0. What a demolition job there, man. Leah Williamson on the score sheet. I couldn't watch the match because it wasn't televised in the Netherlands, and I was already focused on the men's match, so I didn't watch it. But just seeing this score, obviously Leicester is in last place, but it's just a great confidence boost for us before we go and play Lyon in the second leg. Just a great match for some of the fringe players, even because Manum scored the first goal. We had Holmberg scoring 2 goals. Blackstenius, who recently signed a new contract, scoring 2 goals. Mariona Caldente on the score sheet also, and Leah Williamson also scoring a goal. So yeah, that's a great match for the women. They are third at the moment, but they have 2 matches in hand. And if they win both of them, they will go on to 47 points. And they would be second, 4 points ahead of Chelsea and 2 points behind Man City. So technically, the women can still become WSL champions, but we would need some help from the last 2 opponents of Man City, and I don't think that's going to happen with them playing Liverpool and West Ham for the next 2 matches. Liverpool is 10th in the league, and West Ham is 11th in the league. So yeah, they play second and third to last. Don't think it's gonna happen that they draw or lose one of these matches, but it would be nice, and it would mean that Arsenal would still have a chance to win the WSL. But it's just a great outing for the women. 7-0 is always nice to have. At least we have one team that can score multiple goals in a match against lower league opponents. Because when Arsenal played West Ham, we scored 2, but we let them score 2. Oh, I mean, Wolves. And the women, they can score for fun. I was there when they demolished West Ham 5-0. Now Leicester 7-0. They recently beat Lyon, which is a great feat. Lyon, by the way, drew 1-1 tonight. So Arsenal had the better match to boost their confidence before the second leg. So yeah, at least something positive for the Gunners this evening. Obviously, a 1-1 draw against Atletico is technically a positive result, but it could have been better. and it definitely should have been better if we just got the penalty that we deserved. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you at the weekend. Peace out.